Welcome in. After months of work, I am finally released an aquatic world. This is a project I've been working on for months. I say I've been working on, but it's been kind of a we. This has been a collaborative project. A lot of people in the GeoGuessr community and people watch my streams have helped out with this map. And I'd like to start off by thanking everyone who has submitted a location. This has been a really fun thing to do. I do really enjoy the map making streams, but enough of that. If you do not know, Aquatic World, it is a map featuring all sorts of aquatic creatures. I think it's best if I just show you. NMPZ, every round, is loaded in to stare at some kind of aquatic creature, full zoom. Sometimes if it's big, it's like panned out a bit, but NMPZ, you're playing and you're looking straight at the fish or whale or turtle or what have you. We got all sorts of creatures here. We got this fish and chip shop. Where is it? Probably somewhere near Bournemouth, if I had to guess. Why would I guess there? Oh, if you know, you know. And you can see here, I'm playing NMPZ right now. Oh, we have a crab? I have a hunch where this is. Each location NMPZ should be facing some sort of aquatic or semi-aquatic creatures. We have some mammal species in here that, are kind of waders. Some birds, like seabirds as well. Penguins, flamingos, what have you. Polar bears, that's not a bird. I listed polar bear off as if it was a bird. I know it's not, but this one, I'm gonna assume it's probably somewhere in Baltimore. Yeah, and it's just kind of meant to be a fun little map that you can play every once in a while. It's got some fun locations in it. It's the top link in the description, so I really hope you guys go and give it at least one play. Actually, is this... it's Colombia. I don't remember if it's... Oh, it's Peru. Whoops. A lot of people have worked on this map, and more people can still add to it because I'm planning on continuously updating this map as long as there's interest. So as long as people are submitting locations, I'll probably keep updating it, and so if you know of any aquatic creatures around on Street View, feel free to submit them in my Discord. I have a channel for that. It's a pretty cool mural right here. So any kind of mural, statue, real ones too, that's a bonus. I feel like this is northeastern somewhere. You might notice there might be some biases. For a little gimmicky map, I thought 1,000 locations would be a good amount of locations to have, right? And before I was going to release it, I had like one last stream where we added locations to it. And it was a lot of fun. I thought we'd maybe add maybe a couple hundred. We went from 900 A locations to over 1,700 lokes in one stream. Mostly due to one person. You'll see later on when I go through the contributors to this map. But yeah, you'll also know some map maker biases. And if you think those biases are a bit whack, submit some locations. Boost up other countries. So yeah, sometimes the panning will get messed up on a location like this, for example. This is a good time to point out, if you get a loke with messed up panning or perhaps unofficial coverage, sometimes Pano ID lokes didn't make it in or it can convert to a photosphere. A lot of weird things happen in the GeoGuessr map maker and due to Google Maps. So if that happens, feel free to let me know. Most preferably, in my Discord server, there is a channel for broken map links. Like this one. This one, thankfully, just need to change the panning on, but I will keep note of it. Probably Brazil? No, I don't. Oops. I don't remember that one.
Now, before I move on to the next section, I'd like to bring up the fact that whatever was going on with, the reason there were so many, broken Pano ID and we were getting unofficial coverage, whatever was going on there, it's fixed now, so I haven't encountered any broken locations since I updated this morning. It still has the chance of weird ones, but it should be less common, which is good. I'm very excited about this. This is Santa Monica. That's up there. There's still a chance of there being a little bit of a messed up look or some weird ping. So if you do see any of that, if you do find any unofficial coverage, please let me know. It should be all official coverage, and we managed to find a location in every single country that has official coverage. Even Qatar, Tanzania, Belarus, Egypt, even the Mali tripods have something. Now, what do those look like? Well, you're just gonna have to play the map and find out. This is kind of like a breakdown of the country distribution. Also, you can see at the bottom here we do have a lot of smaller countries are countries with a lot less coverage. Nepal, we do have a Nepal trekker thing in there. Now, something you'll notice is that I feel like Latin America is kind of underrepresented, especially South America. Mexico, I feel like you'll see a lot of Latin America's kind of down here, and I feel like that's kind of something I want to definitely boost for version 2. Same with like Southeast Asia, because Southeast Asia has like so much coast, and I feel like you would find so much stuff there. And now we get up to the points where I believe there's only 16 countries that have at least 1% of the locations. And so you're crawling up, bigger countries with, people on Street View, and we go. I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of Bangladesh locations we ended up with, because I thought there's only gonna be like 1 or 2, but now it has the same amount as Brazil, and that's kind of funny. The map maker bias is real. The UK is number 2, as you can see. It's got 8%. Going into this project, I knew US would be the most well-represented country for, a lot of reasons, but I had no idea how well-represented the United States would be. Of the 1,700 locations, it has 795 of them, making it have 45% of all locations are found in the US. So if you think that should change, Discord, add locations in more countries. I'd love to see them. I mean, I'm not going to just reject a perfectly good location that meets my criteria. If you think that's too high, find some more locations in other countries. This tab, maybe I'll make it a bit fancier in the future, include some more stuff, but it just shows it just shows some of the animal types and how much there are. There's the most fish. You can see fish, reptiles, shark. This isn't in any particular order. I should maybe order it at least somewhat, at least by animal type or number, but this is how it is right now. It's very jumbled. I'll maybe make this fancy someday. And here's our credits. You can see at the top here, Man of Bananas submitted 250 locations. I didn't include the amount I submitted in here. Chumley Chum in second with 111, and Darman in third with 100. What's crazy is those top 3 have all submitted more lokes, but I was like, all right, I'm just going to cut them off at some even-ish numbers, and then you can see everyone who contributed. Was it 83 people in total added at least 1 location to the map? So I appreciate everyone who submitted a loc, and as I said earlier, I'm gonna keep updating it. You can still submit locations if you want to. If you find a broken or want to submit a loc, great English, me. I also have the first challenge here. I'll probably also put in the description that a lot of people have played. It's like the first challenge I made for the map that worked.
This section of video, I'm going to highlight some of my favorite locations in this map. Now, where are they exactly? Well, you're going to have to play and find out. Starting off, submitted by Zambonuts, Masturbators. I don't know how they got away with it, but they did. This is just a cool logo. That's all I have to say about it. I should mention that for a lot of chains that have maybe an aquatic animal as their mascot or logo, I only went with 1 to my memory of each, just because I didn't want there to just be oh, there's just a bunch of red lobsters. The decisions for a lot of those chains are kind of arbitrary. But for Bass Pro Shops, there can be only 1. This one was submitted by Roball. Need I say more? Fish Chicken. So this one was submitted by BCFTR. This is probably a good point to mention that hybrid creatures do count. If they've got a fish tail or fish head, they're good. I'll put them in. This might be my favorite combination of animal parts. So it was submitted by MHUD, and it's some capybaras roaming in the wild. Or maybe it's a sanctuary, but I believe it's their native habitat at least. That gives you a hint as to where this is going to be. This one was submitted by JSS, and it's quite the fish. This is found in a country I didn't think we'd get that many good lokes in, but I mean, look at this guy. This one was submitted by Flickay. Did you know that Google has official underwater coverage? Yeah, yes, really. And it's in the map. This one's submitted by Spiral, and I feel like Japan might have one of the highest quantity to quality ratios of any country in this map. I'll end the video off with this location. Now, fun fact about me is that sturgeons are my favorite fish. Yes, really, I have a favorite fish, and they are sturgeon. So, I gotta highlight at least one of the big sturgeon big fish statue locations. There's tons of great locations, so I really, once again, I'm gonna say, I hope you play the map. The link is in the description. If you know of some locations, submit them in the Discord if you find any broken ones. Unfortunately, I should bring it up, bring that channel up too. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the video where I test my memory of these locations in a team duel setting. Also check out the other stuff, the other Ocean Man social media. 'Cause why not? Just plug all the things.